welcome to the Australian Tax Make Easy training webinar. Okay, so my name is Eng Siviang and I'm from TMS Financial Services. So I'm very happy to have you on the line today, and I'm really excited because Warren asked me to organize this training for you. Guess what? I have so much to share with you today, and I'm not going to bore you. So I promise that this is going to be a very interesting webinar. And I just want to let you know that I'm going to recording this. So then if you miss out any point, you can listen it again. And if it's okay, because I have a lot to cover, then if I know you will have questions to ask me, just write down and then we can go back at the end. Is that okay? So a big welcome to all of you again. Now, did you know that Australia is actually the highest taxing country on earth? So the tax system is the most complicated and confusing area. So before I start, I would like to know what sort of level understanding you are of the Australian tax system. So I'm going to pull out some question here to ask you, and I want you to answer. Okay, so you should be able to see from the screen that I asked you, what is your level of understanding about Australian tax system? So go ahead and pick the sort of like your answer there. So it gives me an idea of what sort of level of understanding that you have, okay? So go ahead and, okay, is that all the people that voting? Okay, 5 more seconds. Okay, let me share with you. That's good. Okay, so as you can see, we have, oh yeah, it's coming, right? So we have 25% say that you don't know much about the Australian tax system, and we have 75% that say I know what income tax is. That's good. So you're obviously in the right place. So that's good. Okay, that gives me very good idea. Okay, so you are in the right place. That's good. Now, before we start, I just want to tell you a little bit about myself so you know who I am and why Warren sort of asking me to do this training with you. So this is me, Eng. My name is Eng Siviang, and I was born in Laos. Laos, a country, beautiful country in Luang Prabang. And for some of you, if you've never been to Laos before, you probably don't know Luang Prabang. Luang Prabang is a kingdom. It's a beautiful rainforest country. That's where I born. And in 1978, I came to Australia. I was only age 14. And I was graduate from Macquarie Uni in 1985. And I started our own business in 1992. So it's been a long time now. So I'm a CPA and also a registered tax agent. And yeah, so after I graduated from uni, I forgot to tell you, I work in a chartered accountant firm for 7 years. So I've been in this industry for a long, long time. It's been 26 or 27 years. So I'm old now. And I'm also a self-managed super fund specialist. And this is my family. So this is me here, my husband, my daughter, my 2 sons. So that's about me. Okay. So now, tax in Australia, okay? The Australian Taxation Office, the ATO, collects the tax for the government. So we all know that. And you must pay tax on your income that you get from if you're working. And what we call is PAYG earners. That means like people earning salary and wages. You have to pay tax on that. And also if you have a business and you make net profit from your business, you also have to pay tax. And or you're receiving government benefits such as Centrelink payments, or if you receive income from investments such as like if you have property that you rented out and you collect rent, or if you have money that you put it in a bank account, term deposit, you receive interest, or if you have shares, you receive dividends. So you all have to pay tax. So this is all the income. So how much tax that you have to pay will depends on how much income that you earn. So the more income that you earn, the more tax that you pay. And as we probably know that Australia is a very higher tax country. We pay a lot of tax. And it's not just the income tax that we pay other taxes as well. So I'm going to go through the whole Australian tax systems and explain to you. So the purpose of this webinar is just to give you an overview of what is Australian tax systems. And you will learn a lot by the end of this webinar. It's also depending on whether you are an Australian resident or for tax purposes or non-resident, and I will explain that to you in a moment. And you have to have a tax file number, and the tax file number, it's very important. It's like your ID, and it's like your ID for life. So you need to keep it private and secure. So if people say the client call you up and asking for their tax file number, you can't just give the tax file number over the phone. You have to make sure that they are the right person for you to give the tax file number to. So you have to ask for all the security questions like, where did they live, what's their date of birth, what's their daughter name. So you have to be able to identify it's the right person before you give out the tax file number. You have to keep it very safe and secure. It's very, very important. So why do we have to pay tax? Well, as you know, Australia is a lucky country. We have a lot of things. We have a good facilities. We've got good hospitals. And so the government collects the taxes and then, pay for all these hospitals, schools, universities, police and roads, railways and airports and other government benefits as well. So that's why we pay tax, okay? Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to jump into my mind map because that will give you more, it's just better than the PowerPoint. What I do is like, I put it in the mind map here and I'm going to sort of explain to you very, very slowly so you understand how the Australian tax system works. Okay, so understand the Australian tax system. Well, basically, I'm going to break it down, the different tax system here. We have sort of 3 levels of governments here. We have federal, state, and local. So each of the government, they collect different taxes, okay? So for federal government tax,